It was around 850 AD, hills of Ethiopia, and the legend says that there was a boy named Kaldi who was a goat herd, tending to his goats, taking them from hills to the plains, and then one night he noticed something strange about them. They would refuse their sleep, they would act really hyper, they would jump around, play with each other during the time that they would rest normally. So he noticed that they were eating these red cherries from unfamiliar shrub. So he tried them for himself, and this is how the first coffee cherry has been discovered, which changed absolutely everything. Every single culture has been shaped in some way by this drink. Traditions has been created, social dynamic has been adjusted according to caffeine intake, and just day-to-day life has been impacted. So a few years ago, I've launched a series of paintings and sketches solely on a subject of coffee. And this is going to be a brief history of coffee, its origin, key events, through the images of some of my work. So it is in Ethiopia where it was discovered, and people say that out there they would process it raw, grind it into powder, and mix it with animal fat to produce these energy stimulants. Then in 15th century it found its way into Yemen, and generally people agree that this is where coffee bean was dried, roasted, and brewed as a drink for the first time. And people realized what they had. They experienced the benefit of energy boost, they smelled the aroma, they tasted the taste of coffee, and they protected it as gold. For about 200 years, Yemen had the monopoly on coffee. They refused to share the seeds, and they would only export the beans to the other countries. In 16th century, it made its way into Europe, and immediately coffee houses began to open up. In Britain, so-called penny universities, where people were able to get a cup of coffee for a penny, and universities because everything would happen there. People would get their news, debates would happen there, entertainment, people would buy and sell even, and trade things. Jonathan's coffee house became a official trading spot because people simply would not leave, and it became a first Britain's trading house. However, the seeds were always protected. In 1700s, Officer Palhera, charged by the Brazilian emperor under a pretense of diplomatic mission, travels to French Guinea to secure for Brazil coffee seeds. He's not able to do it, they do not give it to him, but governor's wife, because of Palhera's good looks, gives him a bouquet of flowers as a parting gift, in which she hid some of the coffee seeds. And this is how Brazil became one of the world's largest coffee exports. Now, as for me, I was not always a coffee drinker. It was not until I met my wife and we got married and she introduced me to a good, fresh coffee made out of beans that are not stale. And ever since then, it became an everyday thing for me as well. So here are a few interesting facts about it. Number one, the biggest consumer of coffee per capita is Finland, averages about 4 cups a day. Number two, there is a genetic disorder called bourbon red. When coffee ripens in light red color, almost orange, which gives it distinctively sweet taste profile, highly prized among craft coffee roasters. Number 3, the first espresso machine has been patented by Angelo Moriondo, Italy, 1884, just so that he could service his customers at his chocolate shop faster. And the word espresso means to be pressed out. Now, there are some people call it espresso, which is technically wrong. However, on the other hand, if espresso is the fastest way to get your coffee shot, then perhaps saying espresso may not be all that wrong after all. Number 4, green beans, before they are roasted, will last for the whole year. And when they are roasted, they will only last for about a month. And this is how you know you're getting good quality coffee. The bag will always have its roast date on it. Not good until yada yada yada. If you see that, you know that you're getting stale beans almost 100% of the time. Now, the most affordable way to get your fresh coffee is actually by roasting it yourself in small portions. Comes out to be about 1/3 of the price, maybe 1/4 of the price even. This is how we do it. We got our machine from Amazon for about $100, and we've been experimenting with different beans, different origins, different blends, and it's been working out really good for us. Hope you guys enjoy it. God bless and stay inspired.